so funny. Oh shit.
It's so exciting when this happens.
Okay, guys. 24 seconds. 23. Uh-oh. Oh my god.
Whoa, the voice.
미치려는 걸 지나간 나를 위해 손을 들어 Now set me free It 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 set me free. It set me free. I can feel it. It's in the mirror.
Whoa. This was not, I was not expecting this.
Crazy.
What the? Oh my god. Is that tattoos? Oh my gosh.
Or is that a shirt?
This is so intense.
It set me free. 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 It set me free.
Ooh.
Oh, it's too short.
Wow. All right. So I don't know who's gonna go first here.
You go first, James.
Oh, I go first. Okay. Wow. Very intense, very dark, very melodramatic. There was like a lot of like angst in this song, which I'm not sure I always think of when I think of Jimin. But I mean, I was like very surprised by Arson by J-Hope. That was such a radical departure from the general personality that I consider of him. And so this is following in that sort of direction
I
where there
know.
seems to be a major desire to depart from
Yeah, to
the
break out
previous. Yeah.
of this, like, the dynamite and
Mm-hmm.
the, pastel color type videos that they've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
And
So I don't know what he wants to be set free from. Like, I mean, what? So I have no clue. So this is not, some of the style. I don't know. I was thinking of that movie Last Train to Busan where like the zombies are running around like crazy and fast and like doing these like kind of bizarre and like kind of like all the people who were in his the dance troupe being all dressed inside of similar clothing and seeming kind of I don't know if I want to say they seemed possessed, but they were very almost like they were part of some sort of weird cult. And so it had a lot of very dark tones to it. So what were your thoughts, Donna?
I mean, it definitely seemed very, very intense. There seemed to be some reservoir of pain or just feeling held back or something like that really surprised me. And I mean, it was over the top. I mean, the sort of operatic intro there, and I kind of wonder whether it's a sample from somewhere. Like, I can't place it exactly right now. I don't know, Phantom of the Opera or something of that nature. But it just, and then the sort of like marching band, the sort of brass band horns, I guess too. I mean, it seemed very masculine too, like more kind of hyper masculine than what
Very
I'm
hard.
used to seeing from Jimin. And you
Right.
heard that reflected in the vocals too. Like, he started off with like a lower voice than he usually
And
uses.
the audio treatment to it. It was very
Right.
different than how we've ever heard Jimin's voice.
Oh, totally. And especially when he does, they break into, I don't know if it's like a bridge or something like that, where his voice is like processed in a way that I've never, ever, ever heard it before.
Yeah, this was a departure from
Yes.
what from his previous style and what we know of him to be. So he's definitely spreading his wings, trying something
Right.
new. It definitely reminds me of J-Hope's solo album in that it just was very unexpected. I won't say it's quite as shocking as Arson was, but
No, not as
It's
rough. It's
not
still
as-
very
yeah.
stylized. And the choreography, was pretty amazing, I thought. Really caught your attention. I mean, stage set wise, it really is just that one set. It's so focused, like you're not in this. I mean, it's obviously a performance space, but you don't have these like multiple sets where you're like in this like fantasy Candyland kind of,
There were very long takes as well. And, we recently did a reaction to Halazia, and I feel like there was it reminded me a little bit of that, sort of melodically and in its tone and sort of the darkness. So I don't know if this is a trend going on in K-pop or like, is this something that like the pandemic brought about a lot of these dark feelings that were in, it's got into the writing. And then by the time now we're seeing the product of all of that angst that happened during that time. I don't know. Because, obviously it takes a long time to produce these songs and records. So maybe this was a feeling that was going on a year ago or whatever. But, yeah, it was very surprising.
It kind of reminded me of Taemin's advice, the kind of intensity of it, and sort of angstiness of it. It reminded me of Taemin's advice, like that kind of really
Didn't you say
angsty energy.
that was his like military send-off song?
Yeah, it was the last song he released before he went into the military.
So is it possible that these are like sort of like the BTS members are suffering from some angst knowing they're going into the military? Because Jin would not fit into that because Astronaut was not like that, and certainly not Super Tuna. But I mean, J-Hope and Jimin are definitely, maybe they're going through something that's like intense, or maybe it's the feelings of the separation from BTS. I don't know.
Yeah, figuring out who you are as a soloist, having to face this, 18-month period, where you're going to be, serving in the military. I mean, that in itself is pretty intense. So,
yeah. So anyway, for all of you viewers out there, tell us what you thought about the video. We'd love to hear your thoughts and hear your comments. If you like our videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And with that, we're going to sign off, and we'll see you on Jimin's next song, which we think is coming out when, Donna?
Next week.
Next week. Get ready. We're going to have another video for you with another song by Jimin, another music video, and we're really excited to get into his new album. Hey, everyone. Jolos. Hey, everybody. It's us. No. Oh my God, that's the dumbest thing ever.